Today we're going to be going over how to hook up a sprinkler head using these orange saddles and 1/2-inch funny pipe and a Rainbird 3500 rotor head. So this is our 1-inch main line running through the ground. So what I did was I exposed the line, and what you want to do is you want to clear underneath the line and make sure this pipe is nice and clean. And when it's clear underneath, what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1-inch saddle and we're going to put it around the black line. And how you do that is you open this up right here and it clamps right around the line. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure this is nice and clean underneath, because what will happen is when you put it on and you turn it up, you'll scoop dirt in here, and you want to make sure you don't do that, because if you do, you're going to get a clogged line right here and your irrigation head is not going to spray correctly. So what I do, see if I can do this with one hand here. I'm going to clip this around the line. See how I got to turn it up like that? I want to make sure no dirt gets in there. That's good. And I'm going to face it in the direction of where my head is going to go. So then I take this, and this will screw on to the threads. I prefer the straight. I don't like these elbows. Sometimes they're good if the head's going to go right here, but I always run my heads coming out straight from the line, so you can also get these with the straight threads on them. And you want to turn this until it stops clicking, and it's going to click in right here. If you ever need to remove this for any reason, you just push this little tab up and unscrew it, but I don't think I've ever had to remove one of these. So what I did is I have my my line right here. I already pre-cut it and I screwed it on to my elbow on the bottom of my head. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my line to show you guys what I did with that. So I got my spool right here. It's really easy. Take the end of the spool that I have, this is 1/2-inch, call it funny line, and I just push it onto the end of the pipe right here. Sorry, the end of the saddle. You want to make sure it's on there all the way so you don't get any leaks on it. And then you just run it to where your flag is at and you cut it right here. So I got my pipe cutters. I know where I want my line ran to, so I'm gonna make this cut right about here. Okay, we got our cut. Next, I take my rotor head. This is a Rainbird 3500. I already screwed in the elbow on the bottom, and these elbows, they have like these weird threads on the bottom, so you actually put it on there and you twist this on like a regular, like it's threaded almost. So let me do that here really quick. Set this down. And you want to screw it all the way until this 1/2-inch line reaches the elbow, the corner of the elbow. So there it is. We got our saddle hooked up to our 1-inch line, 1/2-inch line running to our rotor head. Perfect. Now what we want to do when we bury these heads, you want to make sure this line is all the way underneath the ground right here. You push it down, you take your head, make sure it's straight up and down, just barely out of the level of the ground, and you backfill around it. Let me do that really quick. There we go. We got our head in the ground. I'm going to compact around it with my feet. Make sure the head is straight up and down. Now I'm going to be adding a little bit of soil, so you do want these heads sticking a little bit up out of the ground. Then you always take your flag so you know where they're at. Once you flag your head, you're done.